So a day in the life of me, right when I get to the shop, I had about 3 bays, and each bay would house one car. I would bring my toolbox out, and it's not a big toolbox, but it had all the important tools in it. And I would read what the customer was concerned about on that car, and I'd start to process that information. And when you start to process, you start to visually diagnose. You think about all the possible causes that could happen. And I would follow this method for all the cars I got. And I had a 3-car bay. So I was working on 3 cars at one time, which is basically kind of like 3 times the money, if you look at it that way. But once I would start that diagnostic path, that thinking path, and I'd start to eliminate the non-possible causes, I could narrow it down to what was really going on with that car. And then from there, I either had to communicate with the car or mechanically look into that problem. And there was my dirtiest tool in my box is my digital voltmeter, which is a way to measure electrical readings. And I use that one regularly because a lot of the electrical portions of it are what fails. And that's where the money's at. So as I would go through one, if I was waiting for a part or I had to have something serviced, I would move on to my next. So depending on how involved a diagnostic or a component was, a car, I could work on those multiple cars multiple times throughout the day. And as one would get done, I would go test drive it, make sure that I properly fix that car before I because my name is on that sign of approval before I'd give that car back. And I would bring another one in.